What are your dreams trying to tell you? That's going to be today's message. We're going to have 4 different groups, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. Group number 1, your pile set is Dear Me by Kesha, and the Bible verse that came up for you is Job 33 verse 3. 333 could be significant to you. And that says, my words come from an upright heart. My lips sincerely speak of what I know. And I know that this is a conversation that's taking place between Job and his friend, where his friend is trying to give Job counsel the best that he can. He is one friend out of, I think 4, was it, that believed Job, or at least gave him the benefit of the doubt that maybe Job was innocent and that God's ways were just mysterious, and it was hard for us to understand why sometimes bad things take place. And so I do know, just based on the song selection and this area of the story, I know that a lesson that was difficult for me to learn, and I'm still learning it as we speak, is showing up for myself and not depending on friendships or companions to rescue us in times when we're able to show up and give ourselves advice. And a way that I've been able to do that is by writing blog posts or creating tarot videos that I go back and future me benefits from the information that past me left behind. Does that make sense? And I've been able to kind of benefit and show up for myself more times than I can count in moments of great despair. Okay, I just want you to know that. And so I feel like pile 1, group 1, the lesson that you're being asked to kind of recognize what your dreams are trying to tell you right now, it has a lot to do with you being able to show up for future you, and also to kind of, for you to know that this difficult period of your life, this chapter of your life, is not it's not going to take you down forever. You are going to come back from this. You are going to get through to another area of your life where things are going to be okay. Better than okay. Things are going to be great. Okay, group 1. And I do know and I trust that this is what your dreams are trying to tell you at this time. We have freedom was the first card that came out for you, group 1. So it says, let your hair down and do whatever your heart desires. I know that the whole point in the book of Job, or not the entire point, but a big part of the book of Job was, at least for me, was understanding that Job's friends were wrong a lot of the times when they had these theories on why Job was losing everything and why Job was being punished, why God was moving the way God was moving. And it was beyond human comprehension. And I believe in Job 33, that friend does grasp that. The friend kind of just repeats back, like in an effort of active listening, repeats back to Job what he heard Job say, trying to empathize with his perspective, and just kind of reiterates his own personal wisdom and experience. He says, I'm going to tell you this the best of my ability, and what did he say? The uprightness of my heart. So we have opportunity. Okay, so there is some kind of pearl that's being created out of the situation. It says, the world is your oyster. Dive for pearls of wisdom and just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. It says, don't be afraid to throw the little ones back. You deserve better. Ooh, and you guys had abundance came out with these clouds. It says elation, abundance, and generosity. I feel like when your blessing comes in, you're going to be blessing others in the process. And so I feel like this has a lot to do with, it has a lot to do with certain opportunities of wisdom, experiences that you're going to need for your future. Okay, and you're willing to share not just wisdom, but money with others as well. I feel like you're going to be able to prosper from some of these difficult times that you've been going through. Self-worth is significant here. So your dreams are trying to tell you that you are worth more than gold, more than silver, more than dollars, more than pearls. There's also something here about investing in yourself, because you're going to be able to bless others in the process. Okay, that's very cool. Yeah, we have happiness on the bottom of the deck. I feel like your children are going to be benefiting from this. Becoming the blessing. I feel like because you're a very grateful and humble person. That's why. So if you are going through very terrible times, very challenging times, we have Pluto here. I feel like there are times of transformation for you to figure out who you are, what your value is, how much you value yourself, no matter what other people have to say. And this may come through experiences of you being in relationships where you have to look this person right in the eye or right in the spirit and be like, you're wrong. You're wrong about the situation. You're wrong about me. You're wrong about whatever it is that you've cast on to me here. So you're wrong. And you might have to your actions might have to say it louder than your words can. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why there's certain times where you've had to show up for yourself, because this is a self-love journey that you're on. It says challenges require adjustment, complexity, clashes, contradicts, frustration, and learning to compromise. Behind that, we have Leo. Leo was in reverse, so I just feel again like it has a lot to do with you not understanding the true capacity of self here. This self-love journey. One second. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, we have Leo here. It says independent, confident, extroverted, ego, courageous. So again, I feel like this is about your self-worth. And we have the 10th house here, which is about reputation, right? It says career, reputation, fame, legacy, public image. Yeah, so this has a lot to do with how others see you and how you see yourself. And that's going to come from a place of self. That's going to come from you being able to stand for what you believe in and understand. And I believe this is why you're able to show up for yourself in almost like this time traveler way, where you pop up from periods in your past to be able to provide these pearls of wisdom along your way. It says shocking event, fast changes, new chapter, leaving what is familiar, awakening, feeling lost, and reinvention. Having to reinvent yourself, having to reinvent what it is that I'm seeing like a map, like this internal guide, this internal compass for what is true, what is real. Okay. So let's find out more. What is it that your dreams are trying to warn you about? We're going to use this one. What is it that your dreams are trying to warn you about? Ooh, we got pay raise. You guys have tons of money, group 1. Claim this energy, right? But it's not like you had to, it's not like it came easily. You had to go through significant turmoil and challenges to be able to kind of, I almost want to say to have earned this. But I feel like, yeah, we have vision board. Because of your focus, your determination, your commitment to your career, because of your ability to adjust and to adapt. That's why this new opportunity, whatever it is that you've been focused on calling in and calling towards you, that's what's going to be coming in. And it's almost like this screen that's being broadcast in your subconscious for you to understand that you're able to create, even from this place of hurt and this place of heartache. Today in church, I heard the sermon, the preacher had said, whatever it is that has wounded you the most, that's what is going to be able to provide you the most healing. And so if you've had this betrayal with friendships, being able to project their beliefs or like to humble you in a sense, and in times that you genuinely needed a friend, you genuinely needed to be able to trust somebody, I feel like that was meant to kind of re-encourage or to build your confidence and your self-worth. It's like you had two choices. You could either join them and beat yourself down, or you could choose to level up. And that's what I see you're doing here. Yeah, we have support when I split the deck. So that's very awesome. Let's get you guys some closing messages. What is it that group 1 needs to know about their dreams? Okay, we have crystal healing. Crystals could be significant to you guys. Use crystals to raise your vibration and renew your energy. Okay. Oh, we have clear your energy. I like to use crystals a lot for charging my decks, clearing my decks, cleaning my decks. And when I want to clear my crystals, I'll usually put them in a bowl of sea salt. So that could be useful information for you guys. Refuel your energy and reclaim your power. Okay. And then we have create a routine. All right. It says having a routine helps you limit procrastination and gives you structure. I hope this helps. Hi, group number 2. So, what are your dreams trying to tell you? This is going to be our message. The song that came up for you was Bad Dreams by Teddy Swims. And that song actually came up. I went out to the kitchen to have lunch today, and that song was playing on the Alexa. And I found it synchronistic because I had just been reading Job 33, and it was talking about how God will gift us bad dreams in an effort to save our life in the future. Interesting that pile 1 was talking about how we show up for ourselves in the future, and this energy is talking about us being forewarned for the future to save us from a temptation that we haven't developed yet, or a sin that we haven't given into yet. That's very interesting. Okay, so group number 2, your verse was 13 and 14. And it says, "Why do you complain to him that he responds to no words? For God does speak, now one way, now another, though no one perceives it." Okay, and so I feel like omens, signs, synchronicities could be really significant for you. That could be a language of spirit that you interpret well. Oops, I just knocked my crystal down, my amethyst. We have bandage when I split the deck. Interesting, because I was looking for a bandage earlier. It says temporary solution, trying to fix a problem, and romantic issues. Okay, so I want to know about group number 2, please. What is group number 2's dreams? You could be having bad dreams. What are your dreams trying to tell you? Okay, we have broken glass came out. Interesting that you have bandage and broken glass. You could have broken glass recently, I guess. Sensitive issues. Broken promises and dreams, shattered expectations. I heard broken vows. I had wrote a blog post about that yesterday. There was also a quote that I know of from a long time ago, and it said, "A broken heart is like a broken dream. You might hurt yourself trying to put it back together. So it's better to throw it out." It was like something like that. We have scuba diving. This kept trying to come out in the pre-shuffle. I just had a visualization of a sinking boat, like kind of like the movie Titanic is kind of what it reminded me of. It says, "Delving deep into a problem, exploring the unconscious, dive deep with emotions." Ooh, interesting. So your subconscious is speaking to you, group number 2. We have billiards here. It's like you've been putting bandages on this situation, and you've been trying to piece this brokenness, this broken heart, this broken spirit, this broken mind, whatever it is. You've been trying to hold it together with tape and bandages and glue. It says success through luck. It's okay to take a risk. Keep an eye on key players. And we have death on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Keep an eye on key players. Ooh, butterflies are probably significant. I've been seeing them all day. Transformation, especially with the death card here. Something ending so that something new can come through is a heavy energy for today. We have fur coat, a big success, career change, making big purchases, and earning a high position. We also have zipper. Interesting that there's zipper and fur coat here. Because you guys have keep an eye on key players, Apple, temptations that you haven't had yet, humility that you'll need for your future position, probably because it's a high position. I was talking to somebody, it was kind of synchronistic. Got police. It was kind of synchronistic because they said, "What do you say when you don't want to lie?" But somebody's like, "How are you?" And you don't want to be like, tell them all your problems. And I told her, well, when somebody does that, I say, "Living the dream." And she's like, "Oh, because we're in a simulation?" And I was like, "No, because I was reading Job 33, or it was significant, where Job was complaining that God was terrorizing him with nightmares and visions." And she said that, and I told her that it was in an attempt that because Job had maintained his innocence, it was in an attempt to humble him, and that I had recently gone down a rabbit hole where I saw church leaders and spiritual leaders that had caught a nasty spirit or two. And so now I am grateful, and I'll even ask for humility in my prayers. Prayer journaling could be significant for you guys. So I told her how grateful I am to have that humility, and that I'll ask God to remind me on how to remain humble, because I believe that every spiritual leader and every church leader at some point will be tempted to fall because they have this significant influence. Yeah. And so, interesting that the apple can represent both wisdom and temptation here. Okay, umbrella could also be significant, which is symbolically like a shield from your emotions. There's something about not allowing your emotions to dictate you, not worshiping your emotions, not idolizing your emotions, and putting them before even your faith in God, because I know that's something I'm guilty of a lot, and I feel like it's a cycle that I'm maintaining on my journey. And so that's something that you guys could also be learning as well. It says wearing emotional armor. On bottom of the other deck, it says anger. Oh my gosh. The card underneath that is Eve. Ye shall not surely die was one of the verses that I was channeling when I was first learning about the Bible, and it really kind of freaked me out, to be honest. Ye shall not surely die. And so, like, temptation, falling into temptation, allowing it to steal even your purpose and your future from you, not just you, but the future generations, your children's future, right? Like, it's such a scary thought. And so if you have been dreaming about snakes, I want you guys to heed that warning and understand that it's often a sign for you to see the sneakiness in some of the relationships and connections and contracts that you have around you. Partnerships is something I just heard. And so I've seen people not heed that warning, and it has been detrimental. Okay, so what is group number 2's dreams trying to warn them of? We got gratitude here. Creation on the bottom of the deck. Believe in your sparkle. You can manifest miracles. Look at all the cool stuff you have and be thankful. Endurance is also showing up here. Yep, you got this, so keep going. I feel like if you have fallen victim to some of this sketchiness and this energy around you, or if you are currently learning humbling lessons that have something to do with your future position and being a high rank, where you need to learn how to like kind of zip up or armor up and protect yourself in certain ways, I feel like your endurance is really important here. Okay, let's find out a little bit more. What is group number 2 and their dreams trying to tell them? Let's do this deck. It's group 2's dreams trying to tell them. Okay, we have communication. And we have loving yourself was in reverse. And so I feel like there's something here about trusting your intuition, and diving into this journey of self-love, understanding why it is that you want to diminish your intuition, call yourself crazy, or diminish your value in some way that allows you to, or allows other people to project onto you in certain ways their truths, and so that you feel like you have to maintain these levels of trust in others before even yourself. We have eruption here. There's something here. Okay, the song Rage was coming through earlier. And so I feel like that could be significant for you guys, especially if you're somebody who suppresses your rage. This could be a life lesson or a karmic lesson that you're learning about loving yourself more than even the people that you love. If they're not genuinely there for you, if they're not able to treat you the way that you deserve to be treated, it's better to release them. It's better to release them. Look at that. We got time machine on the other side of the deck. Okay, time machine, time traveler was something I mentioned in group 1. It says, I am a river that flows one way. Cherish those with you today. Memories and moments, hold them tight. Heal old wounds. Make past wrongs right. Release that rage and release those destructive relationships, partnerships, and contracts. It says this energy severs connections, leaving behind scorched paths and irreparable rifts. A reminder that some actions once taken cannot be undone. Okay, so I believe that there are some emotions, teamwork in reverse, Hi, group number 3. So the song that came up for you guys in the shuffle was Cash Commandments. Okay, so you guys can listen to that song. It has a lot of great advice that I would probably give to my daughters. Okay, so you guys can listen to that for further messages. The Bible verse that came up for you was Job 33:15 through 18, which says, "In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they slumber in their beds, he may speak in their ears and terrify them with warnings, to turn them from wrongdoing and keep them from pride, to persevere them from the pit, their lives from perishing by the sword." And so what we were talking about in group 3 was how sometimes even if you haven't developed great pride, or if you haven't come into contact yet with a significant temptation that will influence not only you but others that you influence, I feel like part of what your dream, one second. So a lot of your dream comes as a forewarning, or almost as like virtue or character development, okay, to develop morals and standards that you're going to need, that your future self is going to need, okay? Group number, what are we on, 3? Thank you. Okay, so we have Attic showing up here. It says higher thoughts and aspirations. Wealth through intellectual pursuits, creative ideas, or high value collectibles. The Attic represents aspirations and intellectual abundance. Expect financial growth from academic achievements, intellectual property like patents, or valuable antiques and collectibles. Okay, so this could be something that you value or that you're able to make money with, is higher thoughts and aspirations. We also have man cave on the bottom of the deck, as well as home office. It says income through hobbies, niche markets, or products targeting self-care for men. Okay, that could be something that's able to help somebody here. We also have studio. Okay, I was picking up on painting earlier. Being able to paint certain dreams that you're having, visions that you're having, writing stories. Okay, that's a gift that one of my loved ones has, is that they have these really vivid dreams and then they're able to write stories. Okay, we have foyer, financial growth through networking, first impression, or entry level opportunities. And we also have meditation room here. So these could be things that you, dressing room on the bottom of the deck, that you resonate with, ways to make money. It says increase income through career growth, entrepreneurship, or freelancing, while through spiritual practices, meditation services, or holistic healing. I feel like if you've been dreaming about money, especially, or if your soul has been calling for you to start some kind of business, I feel like this is going to be your group or your confirmation. What can you tell us about the dreams? What are they telling us for group number 3? Group 3, thank you. Okay, we have Ascendant. First impression. You guys got that twice. Something about first impressions. If you guys are able to make a good first impression, it's going to be very prosperous for you. I also feel like you've been learning a lot of lessons about not just taking people at face value, and there's something about being able to see far ahead, okay, with the binoculars here. I feel like you're learning that you can't always trust people, even if they say they're your best friend, or even if they're your lover, your partner, sometimes they let you down. And so being able to financially be able to rely on yourself and to create comfort for yourself, regardless of the relationships and the partnerships around you. We have Trine also came out earlier today, so a heavy energy of that. It says brings luck, flow, talents, indulgences, effortless harmony, eases lazy energies, no friction, and benefits. Okay, and Mercury had also come out here. It was laying here. It says awareness, communication, writing, news, short trips, thoughts, ideas, and learning intelligence. Okay, so you guys have Attic, higher thoughts and aspirations, the Mercury energy here. If you guys are not some kind of like philosopher, writer, artist, entrepreneur, this is your confirmation that it's time to get into that you could be making a lot of money. There's something here about interior design as well, because I'm drawn to this painting here in this office. All right, let's see. Look, Yeah, we had studio. We talked about that, right? It says income from artistic work, dance classes, or self-expression workshops. Workshops could be significant for you. I already pulled from this oracle deck. I'm hearing animal deck, so we're going to find out if there's any significant animals that relate to your dreams and the warnings that are coming through for group number 1. These are things that are meant to kind of save you or rescue you. 1 second. Sorry about that. So the card that I caught was butterfly. My dog knows that I'm recording, and she waits for me to turn on the camera to start trying to be destructive. So we have peacock came out for you guys. It says prosperity, and pride. We also have deer and lily on the bottom of the deck. Didn't your Bible verse say something about pride? We also have eagle. I said ego. Eagle came out as well. It says visionary, inspiring, and bold. That could be why you have higher thought. And attic showing up has a lot to do with you traveling higher, being able to see things from a higher perspective, right? We were talking about the binoculars. And with peacock here, it talks a lot about beauty. It talks about not giving into pride, and that's a place of rigid, not being able to learn new things. This excessive pride, it stops people from being able to hear things, understand things, and learn new things. It's kind of that energy of believing you're an expert in your field and never wanting to evolve or take new classes or anything like that. The peacock also is a symbol of not accepting gaslighting. Okay, so I was coughing just now. It's also a sign to speak up for yourself, to advocate for yourself, because for me, the peacock showed up when I was being gaslit by the medical community, okay, doctors and medical professionals, diminishing what I knew, my inner knowing. So there's something here about that. Be proud of your success and build your fortune, stretch your stuff, okay? It also just talks about, believing in yourself, believing in your beauty, believing in your confidence, and the message that you have to speak, because I believe she says something about that in the song about if you have something to say, you better say it, and something about don't tell your friends everything, because today she says she's calling you sis and tomorrow she's your enemy. Interesting. This card Black Magic was kind of popping out. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be telling people things that they kind of like use against your purpose later. And it's rooted in jealousy, and it's also rooted in availment of your purpose. It's being protected for your, not just for your benefit, but for the ones that you're meant to come into contact with later. Yeah, we have give less fucks. Okay, we have Awaken the Witch is also showing up here. Interesting, because we had Black Magic there. What are you telling us about Awaken the Witch? I feel like your dreams are kind of warning you of like a need for a spiritual cleanse, a need not to allow, because people think that it's all magic and like voodoo and stuff, but it's not. It's the things that people say to you, the subtle conversations they have where they're pretending like they're on your team or they're your advocate, but really they're diminishing your purpose, your speaking style, how much influence you have. Okay, these are things that we have. Take a vacation. Okay, take time off, be still, listen, and have faith in God and the things, the truths that have been revealed to you. It says, today is your day. Positive affirmations on the bottom of the deck. This is going to undo a lot of the word curses that have been spoken over you, group number 3, especially if this has been coming through in your dreams. We have clarify your desires, okay, to avoid the death by the sword. She's got like this fencing sword. I forgot what I was talking about earlier. I kind of trailed off there. Sorry about that. Any closing messages for group number 3? Racing against the clock. Kind of throws me off. Group number 3. Okay, root has come out. Okay, practice gratitude. Didn't you guys have gratitude earlier? Take time to acknowledge what you're grateful for, group number 3. I feel like this is a big lesson that you're learning so that life doesn't pass you by, is learning to take an appreciation and to really get clear on your why and why you started. We have escape materialism on the bottom of the deck. Group number 4. Okay, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say right now. Okay, your songs that came up. Young Gravy, Betty was the first song. And whenever I hear that song, it reminds me of my North Node. So I automatically assume that part of what your dreams are trying to tell you, group 4, is don't let other people tell you how you're supposed to live your life, what your purpose is, what direction you should be going in, what it means to be spiritual or to be anything else. I'm picking up on like somebody being told what it is to be a kindergarten teacher. I don't know, it's specific. But the kangaroo had come up in that music video, and I noticed that it was coming up all day in the oracle as well. So it says the kangaroo is fertility, healing, and agility. Okay, adaptation is something that's coming through. It says adapting to sudden changes, seeking peace and harmony. Okay, and your guys' Bible scripture was Job 33:33. Okay, so numerology could be significant for you. 33:33 was saying something. Here's my Bible. It was saying, be quiet and you'll learn something. Be quiet and hear my voice, right? What does it say? But if not, then listen to me. Be silent and I will teach you wisdom. And it was very significant because right before I read this chapter yesterday, I had wrote a blog post and I didn't say it in quite the nice way. I had tried for several days to figure out how to say, be quiet and listen and you might learn something. And it didn't come out in the nicest way. It says, I can't. I tried. Limiting beliefs, okay? Ancestral money blocks. These are things, it says, these limiting beliefs are preventing you from manifesting your dream life. Choose something new to believe in that will help you improve your life and start implementing things that support your new belief. And I'm just picking up on, like, if you pay attention to your natal chart, not only of yourself, but of your family, this is going to set you up for success to be able to really understand how each child needs your individual support, right? How you can best flourish in your career path for you and your partner, right? I strongly believe that the night that we were born, the stars froze in place for us in a moment in time, and that is significant. If I believe, there's this fortune cookie I saw that's coming through now. It says you find beauty in ordinary things. If I believe that there's beauty in ordinary things, of course I believe. Of course I believe that the stars being frozen in place is significant and symbolic. We have blocked heart chakras coming up. May experience emotional issues like fear, anger, lack of trust, and jealousy. To heal your heart, it may be time to do some shadow work or any other heart healing practice to help you feel courageous enough to open your heart to others once again. Yeah, we have going it alone on the bottom of the deck. It says the burden of going it alone is limiting and harder to make it to the top. Wherever you have mastered can now do easily, delegate it. If you need help, look for a mentor to help you. You know what's interesting? Your songs, so you got Betty, right? And then the next song that came on, because he talks about like, oh, you're so delicious. Well, how come you have no misses, right? and he's just focused on making money and lack of commitment, really. And then the other song that came on right after that was called Broke. And she was talking about this man that was like good in the bedroom, but he didn't have a job or any money. And it was like this energy of being overly focused on money. I don't want to even say overly, because that could be your North Node, to be business oriented or to be money focused, right? In this lifetime, that could be the lesson that you're taking on. So, but you could be focused on money and not so much on love, or you could be focused on, I don't know, let's pull some cards and find out. Let's listen, and we might learn something, right? What can you tell me about the dreams of group number 4? Group number 4, what are the dreams trying to tell us about group number 4? Oops. Okay, so we got the 4th house is coming through for you. It says home, family roots, self-care, childhood, personal foundations, real estate, kitchen witch, and shelter. Let's find out more. What are the dreams of group number 4 trying to warn us, tell us about? Okay, we have Taurus, could be significant. We also have Pisces, could be significant for you guys. Dreams, emotional, dreams and visions. Astrological transits favor you at this time. Taurus says fertile, self-indulgent, sensuous, ripe, patient, possessive, rational, loyal, comforts, materialism. See, I just, if your purpose is to be materialistic, you could go through droughts and periods of learning what it is to go without, just so that you can really enjoy and have gratitude for the moments where things are good. You know, it's like losing your sense of smell. When you finally are able to smell that first thing again, or some of your favorite scents that you lost, when it returns to you, you're going to be able to savor it so much more. You're going to be able to appreciate it, right? So this also says listen to the guidance of your soul. Was on the other side of the bottom of the deck, so second time that card came out today. What does Pink Moon say? It says new and exciting opportunities. The tree is showing up here again. It says, because you guys had ancestors, right? You had like the ancestor tree. It says new and exciting opportunities. Focus on the new, transcendence, maturity, fullness, fertility, first steps onto a new path. So this could be what your dreams are warning you about. It has a lot to do with the home, family. It could be motherhood, right? Fertility is something I'm picking up on. What can you tell us about what the dreams of group 4 are telling us? Thank you. We have Gemini. It says many talents, highly adaptable. You guys had adaptability with the kangaroo, right? Teacher, interpreter, public relations, project manager, communication specialist. I was picking up on that kindergarten teacher vibe, right? We also have eighth house. It says Scorpio. Yeah, you guys have Taurus and Scorpio showing up here. It says other people's money, insurance, death, the occult, the hidden, and changes. Spiritual work, banker, finances, insurance, therapist, researcher, and temp work. Yeah, I was telling my husband about how like my North Node is in Taurus, and so having my own assets, having my own business, having my own home is extremely important to me. Other people with Pluto energy, 8th house Scorpio energy, they're more comfortable with sharing assets, and that could be their life purpose. And that's why it's important for us not to judge other people for their journeys because of that, right? We don't always understand what God's plan for them is. We have bunnies and butterflies showing up for you guys. What kind of warnings are coming through the dreams of group number 4? We have woodpecker came out. Focus, achievement, resilience, breaking through all obstacles, tap into inner resources. We also have the beetle. It says something is ending now to make room for something new. Tap into inner resources. Interesting. We're talking about shared resources and independent resources as well. Let's get more, closing information. What is the dreams of group 4? Whoops, dropped my cards. One sec. The cards that came out when I dropped it is tears. Okay. We also have toasting came out. Yeah, I'm picking up on duality and extreme. Okay, being able to expand your ego and experience these different extremes so that you can relate and have empathy and understanding. It says fake applause, token gestures, pretend approval, insincere praise and support. And then we have mirroring on the bottom of the deck. I feel like people haven't really been able to see you clearly. Like I'm picking up on these women's sunglasses and how you can't really see their eyes. You're probably just seeing your own reflection in their sunglasses. Okay. And I feel like this is created a structure and a foundation within yourself and your confidence. Sorry about that, but this says relying on others' behaviors and others raising a glass for you. I feel like this is a lesson in not looking for validation in others and approval from others, and being able to congratulate yourself and see your own self-value. See if we can get you one last card. Oh, abundance.